some things never change. Like the sound of pads crushing against the equipment, the feel of cleats on fresh-cut grass, or the deep breaths from a full practice. Another thing that never changes, the feeling of relief when the whistle blows for break. And the savory snack to go along with it. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingua moment.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
Did you know when it
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game 14 of the 2018 Traditional Mag Harmony Classic here at Lexington Catholic. Please stand for our national anthem and our pregame prayer. The pregame prayer this evening presented by Reverend Robert Buter, and this is the Buter Athletic Center.
Good and gracious God, in this season of gifts, we are grateful for the gifts of talent that we will see on display this evening. We ask you to keep everyone safe, and that we may perform to the best of our abilities, and that may be a very profitable and joyous evening for us all. We pray in the name of Jesus.
And guard number 21, John Holton. And guard number 32, Luke Wedding. And guard number 33, Ben Johnson. And forward number 45, Bryce Scott. Head coach of the Knights, Brandon Salzman. Your officials tonight, Kyle Bottoms, James McMillan, and Chris Hall. Good luck to both teams.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Lexington Catholic for high school basketball. Gary Ball with you tonight with William Warfield, and we'll set the lineups for you. Patrick Gagan, John Polton, Luke Wedding, Bryce Scott, Ben Johnson for Lexington Catholic, Cal Stivers, Phil Pfeiffer, Zyshawn Atkinson, Ike Bowling, and Jared Courtney. And winning the tap in backcourt is Patrick Gagan. He'll work it across, and defensively on him will be Atkinson. Down low they go to Bryce Scott. Powers it high off the glass. Won't go. Battle for it down low, and who's going to win that battle? You know, every time Bryce Scott's going to win that battle.
Yeah, Bryce Scott in there. He's got a thick body, and I believe he's going to move some guys around tonight.
7:43 just underway. No score. And Lexington Catholic trying to dent the scoring column for first. In the corner to Ben Johnson. Left elbow. Stops from and knocks it down. Ben Johnson from about 7 feet from the basket.
Hot yesterday in the game against a Bellevue team that saw Lexington Catholic with a running clock after the first quarter.
Courtney gives it over the right side to Bowling. Over comes the Stivers, lets the three rip, and it's the back of the rim, no good. Battle for it down low, coming up with it is Wedding. Wedding hands it now to Patrick Gagan. He gives it in the corner. Bryce Scott cutting through the basket and turns around, spins, hook shot up and in. Nice hook shot.
Bryce Scott picks up where he left off yesterday. A couple big slam dunks in that game.
Great start for the Knights. 4-0 over Franklin County. Franklin County came in with 7 wins. Lexington Catholic against a very tough national schedule, especially that tournament they played in recently, and they come in with 4 wins on the season.
Yeah, they traveled out to Las Vegas, got to see some of the big teams, you know, some of the Finley Preps of the world, some of the Bishop Gormans, for example. Those teams playing in that whole tournament and, of course, with other big teams in it.
Courtney drives the top of the circle, backs it back out, looking at that zone defense. They give it in the corner now to Atkinson. He loops it way out front. Get it back to Courtney. Down low it goes, and it's not thrown away. Pfeiffer couldn't come up with it, and Stivers got it, but down low, Dipsy Doodle shot won't go there for Bowling, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Franklin County probably a little bit, those butterflies in the stomach right now. You are playing at Lexington Catholic. That historically has been a tough place to play at.
You're right. 4-0. The Knights on top, and that's Patrick Gagan. Catholic in the white tonight. Bryce Scott hands it to Ben Johnson. He is going to be fouled, and on the cut through by Bowling. Bowling was trying to get through that pick, and boy, he took the worst of wears for that. Also picked up the personal foul, so double whammy.
Yeah, it looks like, Ben Johnson's got that first step back. That's something he's been missing. Might have found that out in Vegas.
Ben Johnson, right side, Dipsy Doodle the basket, lays it up, it rolls out. Bryce Scott battling down low, off glass, rolls off, tapped around, picked up, and won't go there for Wedding. And then another foul is going to be called on the third effort. Boy, Catholic really going to the offensive glass. They call that on Scott over the back.
Yeah, they've been practicing, hard as far as rebounding go. That's something that they've been lacking this season.
Kyle Stivers tries to work it across, gives it up over to Courtney, back to Stivers. Stivers in the front court, comes over to Bowling. Bowling right side, and a 10-footer knocks it down.
Big shot for Bowling. I know his parents is watching tonight.
Well, a shout out to the Bowlings then. 4-2. Tony Wise, of course, coach of Franklin County, a good friend of ours, and Brandon Salzman, a good friend of ours, a coach at Lexington Catholic. We like both basketball teams.
Oh, absolutely.
Lexington Catholic, the home team in this tournament. It's a traditional bank tournament. It's 4-2 right now. Ben Johnson down the elbow, slicing to the basket, won't go, and Ben Johnson battles for it, powers it up and in. Boy, Ben Johnson, he went to war that time.
Yeah, Ben Johnson is a warrior no matter where you have him out on the floor, and he can play all positions.
Courtney kicks it back to Stivers. Stivers averages 19 points on the season. In the middle they go now. Atkinson, and that rolls in. Good shot by Atkinson. He jumped it up from about 15 to hit the back of the rim, plopped in the basket.
Nice soft touch by the big man.
6-4. So the lead is 2 for the Knights. 4:58 to go in this first quarter. Gary Ball, William Warfield, and also Corey Rayner with us tonight as well. Down low, Ben Johnson, and he's cut off, and it goes into the hands and out of bounds as it goes right into the hands of the bowling kid from Franklin County. Couldn't hang on to it. Goes out of bounds to Catholic.
He had a good effort, though.
Yeah. Shot there, and that rolls off. Bryce Scott battling forward. Scott right side. That won't go. Rebounded by Bowling. Has it stripped away. Coming out there with it is Atkinson. And to the basket, hanging, and it's going to be swatted away. And rejection there. Who got that? Was that Gagan or Polton that got that? Both of them were there.
Yeah, 21 with the block there
Polton,
for Lexington Catholic.
rejection by Polton. They both were there, William.
Saw there on the instant replay.
Down low, and there's Stivers up and in. First basket for Kyle Stivers. That's his first points of the game, averaging 19 points. You look at this Franklin County team, William, Lexington Catholic is going to have their hands full tonight. Atkinson averages 13. Bowling averages right at 10. Courtney averages at 12. So 4 of the 5 starters are in double figures.
Hey, what can you say? 11th region matchup right here, and you know where the best basketball in the state is at. That's in the 11th region.
Gagan looking down low to Bryce Scott. Can't get it to him. He's posting up, though. Gets it to him. He's spinning left with the left hand. Won't go, and rebounded on the backside by Courtney. Courtney wants to push it. Down the middle. Coming over the left side. Stolen away by Ben Johnson of Lexington Catholic. Johnson crossover gives it in the corner. And there's a three-pointer out of the left side. In and out there by Gagan. Patrick had a good look, William.
Yeah, just in and out of there. Shot's not falling yet for Lexington Catholic.
Atkinson kicks it out to Courtney. They come over now to Bowling in the corner. Stivers, there's a three. Back of the rim, no, and rebounded by Ben Johnson. Johnson's got a one-on-one. Breaks down the middle, right side, stops and lays it up, and then nice move by Ben Johnson. He's got 6 points already.
Yeah, that was a nice move right there. Faking to the right, went to his left.
I said before this game, Ben Johnson needs to have a big game. He's got 6 already.
I'm sure his brothers are watching tonight, Luke and Tanner.
And there's a steal from the backside by Polton, and it picked up and coming out there with it, Wedding. Wedding kicks it over to Ben Johnson. Johnson, he's going to be fouled, throws it up as he hits the floor, and he's fouled there by Courtney. Jared Courtney fouled him.
That was an impact on that charge.
Yes, it was. There's going to be no ticky-tack fouls in this game, it looks like. 33. It's going to be all physical abuse.
33 foot down the shoulder.
3:24 to go with the king of stream, William Moorfield, Gary Ball, and Corey Rayner. And their free throw is going to be short, and that was not one of Mr. Johnson's best free throw attempts.
You know, that side of the court's always difficult to shoot on. That's not an excuse for an air ball and a free throw, but I tell you what, with it a little open there, it is a different look than the other side.
Yeah. 8-6, the Knights on top of the Flyers. And that one's short too, so Ben was short on both his free throw attempts, didn't get either one of them.
It's one thing that you worry about when you play back-to-back tournaments is how are the legs, how are the elbows feeling?
Stivers in trouble. High pass down low, can't be handled by Bowling. Went up for it, lost it out of bounds. Good defense by Johnson.
Johnson's already, you've seen the good hands a few times already in this ball game.
8-6, 3:11 to go in the first quarter. High school basketball here on PrepSpin. The Mingua Beef Jerky Game of the Week. It's Lexington Catholic, Franklin County, 11th Region basketball. Johnson, right side, down low to big guy Sammy Vaughn. He powers it up and in.
Sammy Vaughn, who can go play football pretty much anywhere he wants, uses that body to create a basket.
Sammy Vaughn with the lay-in. That's his first basket. Sammy is 6'6". And you know what? I went pretty deep on my Catholic, and for some reason, I didn't have Sammy Vaughn on here. I better put him on there, hadn't I?
Yeah, we better put Sammy Vaughn on.
55 just scored a bucket, and you better get him on the roster there. 10-6.
Look at the body, though, Sammy Vaughn has out there. I mean, the wide shoulders, you know. Yeah. He's got the perfect height for the game of basketball.
Yeah, but didn't he commit to Miami of Ohio?
Yeah, he has. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Miami of Ohio for football. He'll be playing up there with that quarterback, A.J. Mayer of Covington Catholic last year.
Yeah.
He's a Miami of Ohio. 10-6 on that lay-in by Sammy Vaughn. The Knights up by 4, and the trigger man will be Courtney. Courtney looking to get it in, and looking out top, he gets it to Atkinson. Atkinson back to Courtney. Courtney's a good ball handler, working across the line. Courtney takes up his dribble. That's a cardinal sin. When you take up your dribble, you're giving up your biggest weapon, William.
That's right. By the way, another football star on this Catholic team that you might get to see later on in the ball game, John Martin Sims, who had that Sports Center top 10 play.
Oh, yeah, that was that tip play that that the interception, the guy laying on his back, right?
He's on this Lexington Catholic roster.
Yep, get to see him maybe. Ball tipped around, Atkinson in the paint, kicks it over the right side, and that shot won't go there for Joe Metter, who just checked into the ball game. He threw up an air ball. Shot down low and powered up and in by Pelfrey.
Pelfrey, nice pause before he put it up off the glass. He saw his man coming over his back.
A lot of these kids checking in before we can call them in the ball game. Out front, they give it up now and working to the basket. Shot put up and in. And who is number 11? He's not on my roster.
Coach Salzman throwing us a curveball here. But anyway, the young man, number 11, he was able to knock the ball loose there to create the steal. He got rewarded with the basket on the other end. So
yeah, we got to find out who that is.
I'll get that to you here in just 1 second.
14-6, and the 8-point lead is for the Knights. Courtney's got it for Franklin County. Minute 55. Courtney kicks it up over to Pfeiffer.
Ian Rothbar.
Rothbar. Shot put up by Atkinson, no. Rebounded, and a power move. Sammy Vaughn there. Kick it back outside to Atkinson. Boy, Sammy Vaughn wreaking havoc in the middle, isn't he?
He is.
Sammy Vaughn still, now they give it up over to Metter. And a steal by Lexington Catholic. You said that's Rothbar?
That's Rothbar, yes, sir.
Rothbar. So Rothbar with the steal and the bucket earlier. 14-6. Patrick Gagan gets it up over to Pelfrey. Out top, they swing it to Wedding. Over to Rothbar. Rothbar looking down low, can't find anybody. Says, well, let's get it to a 6'7" guy. Vaughn's got it. Wedding. Down low now to Pelfrey. Cutting through, shot up and in by Gagan. Patrick Gagan with his first basket. The lead is up to 10 for the Lexington Catholic Knights.
I was going to say, this is a different Lexington Catholic basketball team, not only yesterday that we saw. Now, of course, Bellevue, not that great of a team, let's be honest, but Franklin County is a decent team. And Lexington Catholic to get out and top by 10 already, that's saying something. Maybe the tweak has been tweaked a little bit for Salzman's team.
Tommy Pack is in the game, 14. And Courtney gets it up over the right side, and there's going to be a travel there.
I want to give a shout out to Dave, and we want to play over there in Frankfurt. Thanks for tweeting out the game information tonight. Appreciate all your support. By the way, Dave, the DJ video guy over there for UK hockey. .32 for Franklin County. Maybe somebody can send that to us.
16-6. Lexington Catholic. Ben Johnson's back in there. Gives the game out top and turn it around. And Polton, shot won't go, rebounded by Courtney. Yeah, we've got a 32 in the game for Frank. There weren't rosters here, so we're going really deep, and these teams are playing everybody. Yeah, everybody's playing.
Everybody towards the
stressing is playing.
They may even throw in the water guys here tonight.
It's crazy. We'll find out who these guys are here at the end of this quarter. Courtney gives it over to Stivers. He needs to get on track, but he loses a handle on it. Stivers spinning, elbow, and he's going to be fouled, and Polton can't believe it.
Yeah, Polton thought he had all ball on that, but the official right there beside him, and I believe it might have been the right call. Of course, Salzman's in his ear as well.
3 seconds, and that'll send Stivers a good free throw shooter. You don't average 19 points a game without being a good free throw shooter, and he's 80%. Kyle Stivers, just like I said, knocked it down. 3 points for Stivers. Atkinson has 2, Bowling 2. Leading scorer for Catholic, Ben Johnson has 6.
This quarter just about up.
And both free throws good by the good free throw shooter, Stivers, 16-8. Across the line is Pelfrey, and that shot off the mark won't go into the first quarter. Lexington Catholic 16, Franklin County 8. We'll be back on the Mingua Beef Jerky High School Basketball Game of the Week from Lexington Catholic.
Did you know in addition to education assistance, UPS now provides housing for qualified employees through the UPS Kentucky Living Options and Opportunities Path, also known as UPS Kentucky Loop. You can work part-time in Louisville, go to school at Jefferson Community and Technical College, and receive housing for up to 2 years. Earn a degree or learn a trade. It's up to you. Loop benefits are available to those who live outside the Louisville metro area, whether you're just starting college or going back to school. It's time to get in the loop. For more information, visit upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
I used my credit cards over the holidays, and I thought I could make it work. But between the bills and everything else, I'm really starting to fall behind.
A lot of people out there are drowning in debt.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. You can have a brighter future away from debt. We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. In Lexington and now in London.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. Second quarter action here. Lexington Catholic up 16-8. Amir Lee is that young man who checked in, and he's still in there for Franklin County. Amir Lee, 32. Courtney, and that's going to be Courtney giving it to Lee. Gives it back to him. Back out top. Courtney stops, bounce passes to Lee. Lee goes over now to Stivers.
They had the sixth period up on the scoreboard. We're getting a direct feed from the scores table down there, and they were having a little trouble with it, but it is only the second quarter.
Courtney stops from 15 off the back of the rim, no, and rebounded by Polton. Polton, a long rebound, bounces down low, cutting through, and Pelfrey puts it up and in.
Pelfrey's having some good early looks.
Yeah, PP, Peyton Pelfrey, he's got some good minutes for Catholic in their opening round win over Bellevue, and in the middle now they give it to Courtney. Courtney back to Stivers, launches a three, got it.
Big shot right there.
That's 7 for Stivers, 18-11. Catholic's lead now 7. They give it in the corner to Pelfrey. Back it comes to Polton. Back out top to Gagan. Back now goes to Pelfrey. We're going to have a whistle, and that's going to be, I believe, Amir Lee. Yeah.
Looking at the Twitter feed here to see who's all tweeted at us. You can do so as well. Send a shout out to your favorite team player, athlete.
We know there's some Franklin County fans and Lexington Catholic fans watching, so tweet us and let us know what you think of the ball game. 18-11 Catholic. There's a three-pointer by Johnson. That's an air ball, and rebounded. Coming down with it was Pack, Tommy Pack. Give it to Courtney, over to Stivers. Stivers left side free throw line extended. Back out top he goes now to Courtney. Courtney penetrates, looking in the corner. Right side they give it up now. Down low to Lee. Amir Lee powering it up, and he's fouled from behind. That's good work there. Way to use the body by Amir Lee.
Yeah, he kind of faded back in. He was going under the basket, but kind of faded back in, if you will.
And drew the contact.
And drew the contact, exactly.
He'll go to the line, an opportunity to cut into the 7-point Catholic lead, 6:23 in the first half, and he bricks the free throw.
I want to give a shout out to Big Things Kentucky watching tonight. Also want to give a shout out to HypedUp.tv who's tuned into this one tonight as well. And appreciate everybody for retweeting it.
Amir Lee misses both free throws. Well, I tell you leave a lot of points out there when you miss those. That's why they call it charity stripe. They're free. 18-11. Patrick Gagan works it over to Ben Johnson. Johnson swings it back to his teammate, checking to see who that is going to be. Rothbauer, who just checked back in. Rothbauer, I mean, you're going 9, 10 deep if you're Catholic. I mean, I'm looking at my roster here. It's unbelievable.
Expanding the bench a little bit.
Bowling down low, crossover, rolls it in. Nice move by Ike Bowling. He averages nearly 10 points a game. He's got 4. It's 18-13.
I believe the hype now with Bowling, everybody said that he was a good basketball player, and now we've seen it firsthand.
He used the left hand on that beautifully, didn't he?
He did.
5-point lead. Down low they go now is Catholic, and shot put up and in.
Nice turnaround hook shot there, soft touch for Catholic.
20-13. These teams really going deep into their rosters.
That was what, 41? It was who that was? That was who that was, 41. And that 41 is Josh Going.
Where's he going? Josh is going anywhere he wants to with that left-handed layup, wasn't he?
That was a nice move.
2 points for Going. Free throw connected by Polton. I just can't believe how many players both these teams are playing. I guess early in the season you want to find out who can perform in varsity situations.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of people in there.
You got two fast teams out here. Nobody's really got a big ton of size unless you count out Sammy Vaughn. So why not let these guys match up and see what they got?
Polton knocked down both free throws. Looked good on that. So 22-13. The lead is 9 for Lexington Catholic. Courtney and Stivers working backcourt. Now get it across the timeline. Kicks it over to Stivers and throws it into the bench of Brandon Salzman. Bad pass.
Another turnover for the Flyers.
22-13. Ben Johnson will get the inbound pass. He'll come over now to Gagan. Down low to Bryce Scott, and it'll be knocked out by Amir Lee. They've got Lee in there. They obviously think he's got some physicality or something because Lee's in there now. Amir Lee played a little bit in that first quarter as well. Johnson down to Bryce Scott, knocked away. Stivers got the steal. Stivers on a bust out. Stivers to the basket, flip, and he rolled it up, but it wouldn't go in, but he's fouled.
Amir Lee again on that nice little tip. You know, they were trying to feed Bryce Scott inside again, and Amir Lee with the hands to knock it loose and create an opportunity on the other end for Franklin County.
So they can go to the line. Stivers knocked down their only 2 free throws. He has 7 points. He leads the Franklin County attack. He's been leading it all year with 19 points a game. Kyle Stivers, and that free throw, no good.
Got to hit your free throws.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lost art or something, that mid-range. It is a mid-range jumper, but you know what? You're not even guarded. You're standing there at the free throw line, nobody on you. You got to make free throws. And he makes the second one. That's kind of a kill. That's kind of a hot button with me. I don't care what level it is, William. You got to make free throws. High school level, collegiate level, and NBA level. Spinning around is Pelfrey, and that shot won't go, and we're good. And Going is shaken up, and so is a Franklin County player.
Yeah, it looked like Going might have banged knees with a young man from Franklin County. What it appeared to be, it was a knee on knee.
Both shaken up a little bit. Franklin County player Tony Wise will go down underneath the basket and attend to him. It's 22-14 if you're just tuning in. Gary Ball with the King of Stream, William Warfield, and Corey Rayner, the videographer tonight. He's on top of it. Look at him over there. Got the PrepSpin shirt on, everything. He's ready over there.
Corey's got it going on, man.
He does.
Corey, he's a good kid.
He's our guy, isn't he? Him and Joe, Big Joe.
Watch some of these replays while we're waiting.
Yeah, let's take a look. Take a look at him.
So we got.
Is that Josh Going there? No, he was left-handed.
Yeah, he's coming up here in just a second. Couple nice moves there by Franklin County.
Yeah, that was bowling, I believe.
There's that.
There's Going, yeah. And he's going to the basket. It's him.
Yeah, nice move there. We still got shaking up player here for Franklin County, but it looks like he's walking off on his own accord.
And that's their star player. That's Stivers with 8 points in this game. And he's got over half the Franklin County points, and he's going to the bench. He's shaking up a little bit, so that's not good. Zach Cox is checked in, and also Tommy Pack is checked in for Franklin County. That free throw is good by Going.
Stivers, he'll be back in the ball game.
Yeah, it looked like he was just shaking up a little bit. Looked like he'll be back in. 23-14. I'll tell you what, we're going deep. I am down to about 10 players on my Catholic roster, and we've already had 10 guys play for Franklin County.
Well, if you're going to win the 11th,
yeah, you got to be deep.
You got to have a deep bench. We know Scott County certainly has it.
Yeah, Scott County's
Frankfort. Coach Chris O'Brien in Frankfort looks really good right now.
Gagan trips up Courtney, and Courtney will go to the line. He'll shoot the bonus with 4:26 in the first half. Franklin County, if they make some free throws, maybe get back in this game.
Yeah. Down by 10. They probably missed, 4 or 5 free throws so far.
Yep, they have. Courtney missed another one. Battle for it, and it goes off Franklin County's pack out of bounds. Yeah, if they were knocking down their free throws, this would probably be a 4 or 5 point ball game. 4:18. Patrick Gagan looking at Brandon Salzman, getting to play. Got some shuffling going on underneath the basket. Jackson Smith is in there. Gagan over to Ben Johnson. Bryce Scott and Smith kick it back out top, and there's a three-pointer, and that's no good by Pelfrey, and picked up by Johnson. Ben stops and pops from outside, knocks it down.
Look what the hands created again there for Lexington Catholic. popping that one loose, Gary Ball, with the nice hands on there was Patrick Gagan.
Popping shot by Ben Johnson, who has 9 points, averaging over 15. Left side, Atkinson hangs, won't go. Bryce Scott battling, and Bryce Scott's going to win that battle every time. Goes to Catholic. 3:31, and there comes your guy. Stivers back in the ball game.
I knew he wouldn't be out too long. Stivers strives to play the game of basketball, I think. He's a good kid. You know, he's a great athlete as well. And only the top of the world is left for him. I mean, he's going to reach to the stars.
Left side is Ben Johnson. Back to Gagan. Over the right side to Pelfrey. Pelfrey penetrates the right elbow. Now kicks it back out. Knocked away. Good hands by Amir Lee. And that was Atkinson, who got a hand on it as well. Amir Lee just checked out of the ball game. He's getting some water down the end of the bench.
And it's hard to believe 3:16 left to go here in the first half of play. We just tipped this thing off, it seems like.
It's been a quick first half. Amir Scott and Bryce Scott to the basket, up and in. Bryce Scott with the basket. Only a second field goal, but the lead is swelled up to 15 for Lexington Cath. In the corner as Pack kicks it over. Courtney. Down low they go now to Metter. Out top. Stivers knocks down the three.
There he is.
That's 11 for Stivers.
I want to give a shout out to John Sims, Atkinson Sims at Kermode PLLC. If you're thinking about bankruptcy, give them a call.
Right.
Ball.
That's exactly right. We got coming up in halftime the Roberts Insurance halftime report here on PrepSpin. Roberts Insurance. They're over in Richmond, Kentucky. They insure 3/4 of the state of Kentucky. Bob Roberts Insurance. And there's going to be a travel by Lexington Catholic. That'll turn it over to Franklin County. Thanks to Mingua Beef Jerky, too, of course.
Absolutely.
Our good friends at Mingua Beef Jerky.
Absolutely. Mingua Beef Jerky, we know a lot of you had it underneath the,
the
Christmas tree or in the stocking stuffers.
That's value pack.
Absolutely. That's some great product there. Mingua Beef Jerky, our favorite and the official game day snack of PrepSpin.
Here's a steal by Ben Johnson.
Uh-oh.
And Johnson to the basket, lays it up and in.
I thought we were going to see a dunk. I saw him dunk barely last year.
That's 11 for Ben. 11 points for Johnson. He and Kyle Stivers are the game's high scorers. To the basket, pass over the right side. Courtney lines up the three, in and out. Rebounded by Bryce Scott. Boy, that was a good look there for Jared Courtney. Right side, Ben Johnson, the three, off the mark. Backside, Pelfrey, and he is going to be hammered, and the foul will go on Tommy Pack.
Yeah, remember, Ben Johnson, just a sophomore.
Yeah, just a sophomore. He's been around since 8th grade, so we remember him for a couple years now.
Yeah, and of course, you know, basketball runs in the family. We talked about Tanner and Luke and their great career here at Lexington Catholic. Some of the all-time great Lexington Catholic Knights in those two.
Their dad wasn't too bad either. And that shot won't go by Pelfrey. Scott stick back in. He misses it, but it'll go to the line. Bryce Scott.
You know, it's scary how much potential Bryce Scott has. Once he learns, you know, to get that, you know, to get that. What's the right word that I'm looking for here? Not only focus, Gary Ball, but if he can get that chip on his shoulder, I think is the right wording.
How about that edge?
The edge. There you go.
Missed the free throw.
He can develop that kind of attitude and use that in his game. I think that he's going to be great.
Missed both free throws and pulled down by Pack. Courtney wanting to push it over to Stivers. Stivers back to Courtney. Courtney in the elbow, put it up, no, in and out. Tapped around, and coming out with it is Pelfrey. Peyton Pelfrey to Johnson, up and in, he's fouled. He will get the soup and the sandwich.
Let's watch that again. We'll try to slow it down here for everybody. And Johnson.
13 for Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson with 13. He missed his only 2 free throw attempts, or he'd have 15 points. And he knocks that one down, so he's 1 of 3 at the line, and he now has 14 points already. He's almost scored as many as Franklin County, who has 17. 34-17, Catholic on top. Stivers, 11 points. Back it comes to Courtney. Metter's open. They don't get it to him. They throw it to Atkinson, knocked out. Atkinson back in the game. You know, Atkinson came into this averaging over 13 points. He's got 2 points so far.
Gary, we got a great special going on right now with Kentucky Orthodontics and Invisalign. Matter of fact, they just been awarded the diamond level with Invisalign, a recent honor that they've got over the holidays. They're now a diamond level provider for Invisalign, so they know what they're doing with Invisalign, no doubt about it. But $1,500 off your total if you tell them that you heard it here on PrepSpin.
$1,500.
Braces or Invisalign, think about that, and then $1,500 off your total.
First point of the game for Jared Courtney at the free throw line. Comes at the free throw line. It's 34-18. He cuts it down to 16, and he can cut it down further. Out of the ball game goes Mr. Atkinson.
I need to tag Doctors Durbin, Morris, and Garner onto that
Bryce Scott
as well.
Gives to Polton, down to 55 seconds here in the first half. Problem for Lexington Catholic's been scoring the basketball this year. It hasn't been in this game. They've scored 34 points here with less than a minute to go here in the first half.
34-18.
They lead Franklin County, a team averaging about 80 points a game. There's a turnover.
Traveling.
A travel there, and they're not sure why that was called. I
don't think that.
I think Rothbauer was called for, but he's like, I didn't walk.
Yeah, he's like, what did I do?
Courtney gets it over to Stivers, and they throw it away. Pfeiffer, left side, and that shot's put up and in by Polton. 4 points for Johnny Polton, averaging 8 points, 36-18 in backcourt. Coulter, and that ball's knocked away. Good defense by Johnny Polton.
Yeah, that was again, you know, Lexington Catholic. Credit the hands in this first half.
One thing they do, William, they play good defense, Lexington Catholic does. Out top, Coulter's three, in and out. Rebounded by Bryce Scott. That went halfway down.
Catholic might have an opportunity for a last shot.
Gagan. And he is going to be fouled, and that'll send him to the line.
1.5 seconds remain here in this first half of play. Lexington Catholic all over Franklin County right now. Again, 36-18. You see there on your scoreboard. In tonight's game, the Mingua Beef Jerky Game of the Week here on PrepSpin, the official game day snack of our network and our title sponsor.
Yep. Gagan shooting the 1+1, knocks it down. 3 points for Patrick, averaging 9 points on the season. 37-18.
Need to give a shout out to Lexington Diagnostic Center as well. Scan local, save yourself hundreds of dollars, and check out the new technology they got over there.
Stivers, and that'll do it for the first half. And first half will see Lexington Catholic take a 19-point lead into the locker room, 37-18 over a good Franklin County basketball team and Tony Wise, 37-18. Lexington Catholic will come back at halftime. The Bob Roberts Insurance Halftime Report will be here at the Buter Gymnasium when we come back on the Mingua Beef Jerky High School Basketball Game of the Week, 37-18. Lexington Catholic on top of Franklin County.
Some things never change, like the sound of pads crushing against the equipment, the feel of cleats on fresh-cut grass, or the deep rest from a full practice. Another thing that never changes, the feeling of relief when the whistle blows for break. And the savory snack to go along with it. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingua moment.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
Did you know in addition to education assistance, UPS now provides housing for qualified employees? Through the UPS Kentucky Living Options and Opportunities Path, also known as UPS Kentucky Loop, you can work part-time in Louisville, go to school at Jefferson Community and Technical College, and receive housing for up to 2 years. Earn a degree or learn a trade. It's up to you. Loop benefits are available to those who live outside the Louisville metro area, whether you're just starting college or going back to school. It's time to get in the loop. For more information, visit upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
I used my credit cards over the holidays, and I thought I could make it work. But between the bills and everything else, I'm really starting to fall behind.
A lot of people out there are drowning in debt.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. You can have a brighter future away from debt. We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. In Lexington and now in London.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 956 Kentucky charities and community events.
Employees of Whitaker Bank volunteered 14,860 hours to better our Kentucky communities.
93 nonprofits that promote diversity and inclusion in Kentucky are supported by Whitaker Bank.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
At Lexington Diagnostic Center, we love athletes.
We understand that when you are injured, the results of an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray can be the only thing keeping you off the field.
And that's what we're here for.
Same or next day appointments, front door parking, and our on-site radiologists make it easy for you to quickly get the results you and your doctor need. Call and compare prices.
We can save you hundreds of dollars.
We would love to help get you back in the game. Call and compare prices
at the Lexington Diagnostic Center.
Okay. Back here at Lexington Catholic with the Knights lead 37-18. Gary Ball with the king of string, William Warfield and Corey Rayner. Looking at the first half, Ben Johnson led everybody with 14 points, and Kyle Stivers had 11 for Franklin County on 3 of 5 shooting. He was 2 of 4 behind the arc. He hit the only 2 threes for Franklin County, and it looks like Lexington Catholic 1 of 5, so Ben Johnson hit the only 3 for them. And looking at other scores in that first half, 11 guys played for Lexington Catholic. They went really deep into the bench. As we said, 10 played for Franklin County, led by Stivers with those 11 points. We'll see who starts the second half for Franklin County and Lexington Catholic. Gary Ball with William Warfield and Corey Rayner here at Lexington Catholic. Got a pretty good crowd in here tonight, William.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's surprising, you know, everybody's still kind of on the Christmas vacation, if you will, getting ready for New Year's. And, man, I'll tell you what, Lexington Catholic fans and Franklin County fans, they packed the house tonight.
Johnson starts along with Johnny Polton and Patrick Gagan, and be Bryce Scott and also Luke Wedding, same 5 that started. And it'll be Kyle Stivers, and it will be Phil Pfeiffer, or Bryce Scott with a hook shot, won't go, goes back, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. That is the 8th rebound for Scott in this game.
Yeah, I believe Coach Allen probably in the locker room said, hey, man, you've got to get those putbacks. We got to score on those. And
Courtney
did.
Kicks it way over to Pfeiffer, down low, and that shot wouldn't go for Bowling, and we're going to have a whistle, and a foul's going to be called, and it's going to go on Phil Pfeiffer.
Scott again crashing the boards down on the other end.
He's got 9 rebounds, William.
Big time.
He'll have a double-double tonight. He's got 6 points and 9 rebounds. Only needs a couple more baskets and 1 rebound to hit that double-double. They always say double-double. You know, that's kind of the magic spot. Bryce Scott hands back to Gagan. Down low they go now to Ben Johnson. He's triple teamed. He's got 4 guys on him now. Kicks it over to Wedding. Back out top it goes now. And there's a shot by Polton. No good off the rim. And rebounded, pulled down by Amir Lee. Long pass Stivers. Lets a 3 go. Off the iron. Left side rebound. That's number 10 now for Bryce Scott. He does have 10 rebounds. Ben Johnson in the corner to Polton, to the basket, hangs, it rolls off, whistle, foul call.
A little bit of hang time there for Polton as he adjusted his shot. Couldn't get it to fall, but he will go to the line.
He was able to hang and draw that foul.
Yeah, adjusted his shot in midair.
So Polton will shoot 2. Got the free throw. 3 of 3 at the line, 5 points for John Polton. Averaging 8.4 points a game coming into this one. The lead is 40-18. They're blowing them out. I only thought Franklin County would come in here and give Lexington Catholic all they wanted.
Yeah, we were talking before the game, and we were like, this could be a very, very tight game
tonight. Because Franklin County can score. To the basket, Amir Lee, tapped up, no, battle for it. Bryce Scott's got 11 now.
But listen, for all the folks out there that kind of written Lexington Catholic off early in the season, which there's been quite a few, I've heard a lot of folks do that.
Ben Johnson with his 12th rebound and his 4th basket. He's got 8 points.
I said, no, you guys got to wait. Let Salzman coach these guys. It is a young team.
And to the basket, good move by Atkinson. Speaking of Sims, Atkinson, Sims. All we need is Kermode.
That's right.
Well, that law firm.
Well, if you're thinking about bankruptcy, give them a call.
Well, I hope you're not, because that means you're probably in trouble. Right?
It's a great alternative if you're in that situation.
Shot, and there's another foul. Now, I'll tell you, this Polton kid's becoming a force down there going to the basket. This is his 5th trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, he's kind of hanging out at the free throw line tonight.
Has 6 points. 43-20. Left-hander, and free throw is good. I tell you what, he's got a good-looking stroke up there. He is 5 for 5 at the line, 7 points.
This time of year is the time of year where you start to notice who's going to be your stars on your team and who's going to step up.
Polton stepping up, 6 for 6 at the line, and he has 8 points. The lead is 40, has ballooned up to 25. Atkinson to the basket, and it rolls in. Atkinson got a nice, kind roll there, 45-22, and Franklin County trying to get back in it here. Ben Johnson, ball knocked away, down low, wide open, and we're going to have
baseline.
Yep, stepped out of bounds against Mr. Wedding.
To credit Atkinson there on that last trip where he scored the bucket, he hit the seam hard. I mean, very, very quickly and able to get to the rack.
He's to the basket this time over Scott, rolls out and battle for it, and they're going to say it's last touch. And I think big Jake Thomas got a hand on that. 44, he's in there. He's got the T-shirt under the jersey. He's an enforcer, isn't he?
He is, absolutely. Big guy in there, and probably another one of those football guys for Franklin County.
Polton, and we're going to have a whistle. I tell you what, Bryce Scott has got 12 rebounds already in this game. And one more basket, he'll have a double-double.
You know, Bryce Scott.
Lob to Scott, and it rolls off. I was going to say, I was about ready to be a little bit premature there and say he's got his double-double, but it rolled off. Courtney, right side, there's a three-pointer, and that's off the mark there for Bowling, and rebounded by Atkins, and Atkinson puts it up, no good, and ball thrown away.
Yep, going to be Lexington Catholic basketball. They'll bring it back up the length of the floor here, but again,
we're up in the left corner here at Lexington Catholic.
We are. Situation on that scoreboard, though, again, not expected between you and I. Certainly didn't expect it before the game.
No. Bryce Scott down low, kicks it back out to Ben Johnson. Johnson, left elbow, knocks it down. Boy, Ben Johnson, 16 now to lead everybody. Stivers has been stuck on that 11. He has not scored here in the second half for Franklin County. Had 11 at halftime. Stivers across the line, ball kicked by Johnson. Right back it goes to Courtney. Courtney penetrates. Atkinson on the left side, looking back out top now to Courtney. 4 minutes and 7 seconds here in the third quarter, 47-22. Lexington Catholic. Courtney loses control of it, and Bryce Scott, and we're going to have a whistle, and it's going to be
jump ball, maybe.
They're going to give, timeout was called, I believe. Timeout on the court. 3:59 to go in the third quarter. Lexington Catholic running away with it here, 47-22, here on the Mingua Beef Jerky High School Basketball Game of the Week. We'll be back.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Back here at Lexington Catholic, 3:59 in the third quarter. And Lexington Catholic on top. Polton gets it in backcourt, works it across, being dogged by Courtney. Comes over the left side to Wedding. Back out top they go now to Patrick Gagan. Gagan looking for Bryce Scott, gets it to him top of the circle. Scott gives it back to Gagan. He scissors through the right side, stops on the right elbow, gives it out top, and Wedding lets a three go off the mark and flying through and getting a hand on it and tipping it away. Bowling did a good job keeping that one active. In the corner, Stivers with 11 to the basket. Won't go, blocked away, and a whistle and a foul called. Stivers thought he was fouled, and foul on Scott. Yep. Stivers thought he was fouled shooting. That's not going to be the call. Stivers still talking to the official. Hey, I was shooting. 47-22. Lexington Catholic. Sammy Vaughn in the game now for the Knights. And
Give a shout out to Kane Lathery and Chris White.
Rothbauer in the game now as well. Ian Rothbauer out front. Rothbauer playing defense on Courtney. Getting in the corner, and there's the bowling shot off the front of the iron. And whistle and another foul called. We're in the third quarter, and Lexington Catholic has blown it open here. They lead by 25 with 3:14 in the third.
Again, not expected coming into this ball game. We thought that this one would be back and forth, and a kind of toss-up, if you will.
Yeah, because of Lexington Catholic's history, they hadn't been a high-scoring team, but they're on track to score about maybe 70 tonight. They've been scoring in the 50s. They've already got 47. Down low, Sammy Vaughn goes up, and he's going to be fouled, and that foul's going to go on Ike Bowling. Boy, Ike Bowling, I mean, what are you going to do with a 6'7", 260-pound guy if you're battling Sammy Vaughn down there?
You better double team him because it's going to take two of you probably hanging on his ankles to keep him grounded.
Ben Johnson to the basket. Ouch. He's hammered hard to the floor. And Franklin County's
just a body foul.
Ike Bowling will say you okay, and well, Ben Johnson, boy, if you go in there, you're asking for punishment, aren't you?
Yeah. Good sportsmanship though there by Bowling. You got to credit him for that. You know, again coming into Lexington Catholic, where historically teams have got dominated on this floor by the Knights. Just good to see great sportsmanship, no matter what the score is.
Ben Johnson with his 17th point as he finally knocks down a free throw. 48-22. Ben. Got them both. 18 now for Ben Johnson. 49-22. Lexington Catholic. And they will move on. Who will they play tomorrow night, William?
Lexington Catholic will be playing against.
If they win, but there's 2:40. They're up by 27.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't call it just yet.
Yeah.
Lexington Catholic will be playing the winner between, what is it? Actually, they'll be playing Newport, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
Lexington Catholic and Newport.
If Lex Cath wins, they will play Newport tomorrow night.
Yep. And that is going to be a big challenge because Newport is good.
Newport's very athletic, very good. They won tonight over Simon Kitten, excuse me.
Kitten, yeah.
Here's a shot out of the corner, and that's going to be no good by Atkinson.
Remember
knocked around, and coming out there with it is Lex Cath. Long pass to Pelfrey. Good catch by Peyton.
Yep.
And he throws it away. Throws it right to Atkinson. He plays for Franklin County.
Remember, I was telling you earlier that the winner of this game could have an opportunity to be in the finals come Sunday.
Yeah, if they can beat Newport.
That's the key.
Yeah, Newport's tough. And
I think they can play them. I mean, obviously, Catholic plays Scott County pretty tough there for 3 quarters. But
yeah, that's the only team Scott County's been challenged by.
That's right.
They won in the Beach Ball Classic.
I think you're looking at a much different, much improved Catholic team tonight and last night from what we've seen before their pre-holiday tournament.
Atkinson got them both at the line. He's got a good third quarter going. 6 points, 8 points. The average is 13. Trying to look up.
How's that song go? I'm a believer.
That's right. Scott County under Billy Hicks, they're 11-0 right now, William.
Yeah, and they're playing a tough South Carolina tournament.
They won by 35 over a team from Myrtle Beach.
Yep.
They're just killing people.
They are. They're
Billy
the
Hicks,
real deal.
Billy Hicks makes no bones about it. He said on my show a few weeks ago, it's probably the best team I've ever had here at Scott County.
Yeah.
Led by, of course, Miss Michael Marino. To the basket and trying to do a dunk, but I don't know what he called. What do you call that?
Michael Marino, you know, I've told a lot of people, everybody keeps saying, well, Dante Allen's the lead runner for you know, Mr. Basketball.
He's injured right now.
Which, I agree when you look at his stats, but Michael Marino, if you look at the all-around player, he's my Mr. Basketball right now.
Okay. That's fair. Because, you know.
Just being honest.
Well, look at Dante Allen. He not only averaged 45 points, he averaged 17 rebounds.
Yeah. Kiki Tandy, who's sitting here below us, I'll tell you, man.
No, he's not even in the conversation, Marino and Dante Allen.
I don't believe so either right now. But you know, any time that he's played, you know, some of the bigger teams, LCA or Douglas yesterday, they've shut him down.
Yeah, that's true. How many points did he have yesterday? Like 6 or 7.
Yeah, it wasn't.
49.
6 points. Yeah.
It's 49-26 here, Lexington Catholic. And they're running away with it here. You got Polton's hit 4 straight free throws here in this half. Bryce Scott has a couple of stickbacks. Ben Johnson has 4 points. It's just a barrage here by Lexington Catholic. They lead 49-26 here in the third quarter over Franklin County. Our good friend Tony Wise, head coach at Franklin County, and Brandon Salzman at Lexington Catholic. Yeah, I think Catholic, when it's all said and done, when the 43rd rolls around at Dunbar this year, the 43rd district tournament, I think Lexington Catholic will be right there.
LCA certainly probably one of the most dangerous teams that are.
They got one really good player, Kyle Rowe. Really good.
Well,
player.
They got some good shooters too that can shoot the ball.
Hacker can shoot it.
Yep, Will Hacker's really good.
Yep, you're right. LCA, what's their record right now? They're sitting at.
They've lost 3 games so far on the season.
That shot way out top on goal and pulled down.
They're like 8-3 maybe. They're beating Campbell County right now over in their tournament at halftime.
Matter with that long shot, and it's rebounded by Sammy Vaughn. Ben Johnson down low to Sammy. Sammy gets it down low, trying to power it up, and he hits the floor hard. And
well, you know, that's what we were talking about. We were like, if these guys are going to stop Sammy Vaughn, you got to grab onto his ankle, and I think they actually just did because he was tackled.
C.J. Hardy in there, and
one guy held on, the other one let go, and that's what happened.
That's the end result. Boom on the floor. Sammy missed the free throw. Sammy Vaughn, big 6'7", 260-pound. Saw him here at Lexington Catholic on the football side as an offensive and defensive lineman. Boy, he was a force in there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's used to battling folks and tackling them, but not getting tackled like that.
Kind of like that Walker Parks kid at Douglas. He became a defensive force later in the year, didn't he?
He did, yep.
He's going to Clemson.
He could have went to several big schools, Notre Dame, Clemson, Alabama.
Yep. Courtney with it, 14 seconds, and Franklin County looking at that 3-2 zone defense, going to try to get a good shot off here in this third quarter. Then we'll be headed to the final stanza. Courtney, it's stolen away, and there's a shot won't go as Rothbauer tried to get it off quickly, but that's the end of the third quarter. Lexington Catholic 50, Franklin County 26 here at Lexington Catholic. We'll be back with the final quarter, the fourth quarter here at Lexington Catholic on the Mingua Beef Jerky High School Basketball Game of the Week, thanks to Mingua Beef Jerky.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Did you know, in addition to education assistance, UPS now provides housing for qualified employees through the UPS Kentucky Living Options and Opportunities Path, also known as UPS Kentucky Loop. You can work part-time in Louisville, go to school at Jefferson Community and Technical College, and receive housing for up to 2 years. Earn a degree or learn a trade. It's up to you. Loop benefits are available to those who live outside the Louisville metro area, whether you're just starting college or going back to school. It's time to get in the loop. For more information, visit upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
Shot out of the corner by Franklin County. A bowling won't go. Rebounded and pulled down by Lexington Catholic. Coming down with it for the Knights was Polton. In the middle goes to Ben Johnson. 7:39 to play. Johnson skips it over now to Polton. Polton goes baseline, tries to get back to Scott, but bowling on the floor, picks it up and throws it out to Atkinson. Atkinson to the basket, throws it up, draws the foul. So Zyshawn Atkinson is how he says his first name. Zyshawn.
I like it.
He'll go to the line. You know, Zyshawn has 6 points here in the second half, 8 points. If he can hit these free throws, which is so important, he can have double figures with 8 points already. Free throws up, and it rolls in there. Got 9 points. Franklin County Lady Flyers under Josie Thacker, they're doing good this year, William. They're having a good season.
Yeah.
Thanks to Sutherland Chevrolet, the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week every week on the Scholastic Ball Report and WKYT. Free throw connected there by Atkins. He's got 10 points, 8 of them here in the second half. Zyshawn.
I'm going to be bringing back in 2019 Talking Sports on PrepSpin as well as
okay.
Been wanting to get that show back together, so you guys look out for that.
That'll be good.
Talking Sports on PrepSpin. We have to get you a webcam so you can call into the show.
Yeah, give me a webcam. We can hook that up in my office, can we?
Yep.
Right side it goes now, and power move, and we're going to have a whistle. I tell you what, that was John going,
yeah.
Man, he was battling for that, wasn't he?
He's a big kid, you know. He's
Josh about 6'7".
Physical.
Knocks down the free throw. 5 points. Josh going. The lead is 23 for the Knights. Missed the free rebound by Scott. Blocked from behind, and we're going to have a jump ball called. That was a good block there by Zach Metter.
He called jump ball, but that ball was actually knocked down to the floor, and then Bryce Scott, caught it again. So that really shouldn't have been a jump ball. Right
Thanks to UPS, too, our UPS Loop.
Kentucky Loop, tuition assistance program.
Yeah, that's a great program. Out top, and Polton shot off the mark. Let's see what we got here. We're going to have a foul call. I think that's going to go on going.
Yeah, that was a great box out there by 41 of Franklin County. Who's 41 on Franklin County, do we know?
41 is going to be
Thomas, Jake Thomas. Well, it's not Jake Thomas.
Nope. There's no 41 on the thing.
Huh.
Shot by Atkinson won't go.
Well, 41, whoever 41 is for Franklin County, or maybe it's 40. It could be 40.
That's C.J. Hardy. Yeah,
okay.
Hardy.
40's who it is.
Yeah.
His jersey was kind of folded over, so we only saw one side of the zero.
It's Hardy.
Well, Hardy with a nice box out. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Atkinson, yep. Did Atkinson 10 points, and he missed the free throw. He would have had 11. And Stiver's still stuck on 11. William, the leading scorer, averaging 19 for Franklin County. He's still stuck on those 11 points he had at halftime.
Still got 6 minutes and 42 seconds to try to reach his average.
Atkinson will probably get his. He's got 11. He averages over 13.
Well, you know that Ben Johnson certainly has got his tonight.
Yep. He has 18 points, and he averages over 15. Ben Johnson, long line of the Johnsons here at Lexington Catholic. Tanner, we like Tanner Johnson. Luke Johnson. Yep. They could all fill it up. Tanner Johnson there wasn't a shot, 25-footer. It didn't matter.
Well, Luke too.
Yeah.
Luke was shooting half-court threes, and they were going through.
Stivers from NBA 3. Bullseye.
Speaking of.
Stivers, he's got 14. He heard me up here talking about him. Saying he hadn't scored yet in the second half. He knocked down that three. That's going to be a clear out there. Offensive on Johnny Polton. Good defensive move there by Courtney of Franklin County Flyers. 51-32. Franklin County trying to climb back in it with 6:15 to play.
Yeah, officials been all over that this season so far.
Yeah, they have. They've been all over in this game too. They've called it about 3 or 4 times.
You got the basketball and you stick that elbow out.
You're going to be called for it.
Yep.
Courtney.
Every time.
Bounces in the corner now to Stivers. He's got 14. He's kind of feeling it right now. You can tell. He shot that other one from NBA 3 range. Courtney out top, and he lets it fly. Got it. Courtney, his first three-pointer. That's a couple three-pointers here by the Franklin County team. It's 51-35, and almost a steal in backcourt. On the floor diving, jump ball called, and possession arrow, I think, favors Franklin County.
Yeah, because the last possession.
Technical foul called against Lexington Catholic, and they're going to call it on Patrick Gagan.
Gagan giving the official a little bit too much chatter.
Technical foul on Gagan, and he'll go to the bench. And checking in will be Rothbauer, Ian Rothbauer.
Salzman talking to Gagan as he's coming off the court.
Doing more than talking to him.
Yeah, he was.
Letting him have it. Stivers with his 15th point at the line, knocked it down. He'll get 2 of them. He's 14, got 15 now, looking for 16. Averages 19, and he's got the free throw. That's 16 for Stivers. So all of a sudden he's got 5 points here in the second half after we said he didn't score until about the 6:51 mark of the ball game. In the second half he had stuck on 11.
And the lead down to 14 now for Lexington.
Yeah, a couple threes would make it interesting, wouldn't it? Courtney out top. looking over the right side to Metter, back to Courtney. Courtney dribbling in, looking at the zone. Gives it back to Metter, over to Hardy. Hardy, back to Courtney. Gives to Atkinson. Atkinson, he traveled with it. You got to put the ball down to the floor before you take off running with it. I won't even count in the NBA where you get to Euro step. You watch much NBA this year, William?
You know, we watched the Lakers and Golden State over the holiday.
Yeah, what's up with LeBron? Did he get hurt in that game?
Yeah, I believe he got a groin pull or something, strain.
Yeah, but Lonzo Ball had a good game. I tell you, Rondo had a good game.
Yeah.
Had a really good game.
Rondo can still play.
He had a really good game.
Rondo, the veteran now in the NBA, he's been around a while.
Yeah, a long time. Here's a steal by Atkinson in the corner and battle for it there. Jump ball as he's tied up there and tied up by Lexington Catholic's Josh Going.
My son, bless his heart, my 8-year-old, getting ready to turn 9. He's a big Steph Curry fan, so of course for Christmas he's got the Steph Curry jersey, the Steph Curry shoes. He's all into Steph Curry.
Steph Curry is automatic. He's something else.
Yeah. Yep, he's and you know I like off the court. I guess if my son had to choose a role model in the NBA, he's a good guy.
Oh yeah, that's true. Stivers down low, Hardy. He puts a shot up, but it's a little bit short. Pulled down by Lexington Catholic. Ben Johnson, he got it from Ian Rothbauer. Now goes back over to Rothbauer, right side. Rothbauer goes to Bryce Scott. Back to Rothbauer, 4:55 to play, 51-37. Lexington Catholic by 14. They have lead and leather.
Lead and leather.
Goes down low, going to the basket, blocked away, put it up no, and Hardy's going to be called. And I tell you, that's a good job there by Josh Going, staying with it. He's got the good stick-to-itiveness.
We're talking about the role models in the NBA. Remember Charles Barkley's whole thing when he went to Nike and pitched them? He's like, I don't want to be the face of the NBA. I want to be the heel of the NBA. I'm not your role model. And that's the whole campaign was based off what he said in that meeting with Nike. Wasn't that just awesome thinking? Say, hey, I'm going to flip this.
Yeah, Barkley he's one of a kind. I love him on the TBS when he does the comments and the studio work. Terrible.
Terrible, yeah. That's terrible.
Free throw missed by Going. 52-37. He got the second one to roll in. Metter coming over to Courtney. Courtney trying to throw it down low to Atkinson, knocked out of bounds. Good hands by Bryce Scott.
Got more people telling us that we should have a podcast, Gary Ball.
Yeah, we hear that a lot. You're going to put a webcam, I guess, on my computer, and I'll talk to you. We'll talk sports. How about it? Courtney. Stivers looking for his shot. Won't go out of the corner. Rebound and thrown away. Just threw it right to Rothbauer. He plays for Lexington Catholic. Ben Johnson spinning. Stops from 15 and back of the rim, no. And we're going to have a whistle. Pelfrey was battling for Lexington Catholic, and foul went on Courtney. That'll be his third foul.
Ben coming out of middle school, he had the hype. Everybody said he's going to be the best Johnson you've seen yet at Lexington Catholic.
Well, I will say this. Give him time. Give him time.
I have to – I know Tanner's going to be upset at me, but I have to say that the best Johnson that I've seen so far at Lexington Catholic has been Luke. I mean, that guy could just flat out play.
Yeah, from anywhere, too.
Anywhere.
Could shoot it from anywhere. Ball kicked by Stivers, and it goes to Franklin County. Does not agree with that call. Tony Wise. Yep, they're going to give it to Catholic. Say it went off of 5, and Tony Wise and the whole Franklin County bench erupted on that one. They thought it was their ball.
Coach Wise is looking up here briefly and looking for a replay. And no, Coach, we can't give that to you here at Catholic.
That's right. Or no replays in high school.
We got the video boards going here with our video feed.
Going to the basket and puts it too strong. Bryce Scott with yet another rebound, and he's got a double-double.
Bryce Scott on the glass, Mr. Cleanup.
Yep, double-double. 10 points now, 14 rebounds for Bryce Scott. 55-37, the Knights up. Atkinson in backcourt. Gets it over to Stivers. Stivers to the basket, pulls up from 12, got it. Nice shot there by Cal Stivers. He now has 18 points. He has average right at 19. 55-39. Long pass to Going to the basket and puts it up, and we're going to have it's going to be contested there by Tommy Pack, and Pack's going to be called for the foul.
Going making his way back to the line again.
That's the second foul on Pack.
Going's been at the line 3 or 4 times tonight.
He has. This is his 5th trip there, and he makes that one.
Wow.
56-39. And Going got them both. 57-39 with 3:16 to go. Courtney back to Stivers. Stivers working on Ian Rothbauer. Back over it comes now in the middle. They kick it in the corner to Bowling. Back to Courtney. And it's going to be laid up and in on a easy shot there by Pack. And one assist by Courtney. It was kind of an excuse me assist, but it'll count. Johnson behind the back, wrap around, throws it up, and it goes. And they'll count the basket for Ben Johnson.
Nice.
He's got 20 points now. That's kind of a quiet 20 points for Ben Johnson.
Yeah, well.
Looking for his 21st point. He's got 21. 21 for Ben, and it's 60-41. Lexington Catholic by 19, 2:45 to play. Long pass to Atkinson. Crossing over, going in on Going. Hangs and rolls out. Rebounded by Bryce Scott. He's got 15 of them now. Right side down low to Going, and we're going to have a whistle as Bowling trying to battle for it, but Bowling's going to be called for the foul.
2:32 left to go in this contest. Lexington Catholic, should they hold on, again, they'll be playing against Newport.
I unfortunately will not be here for that game.
You're on your way to go see Kentucky play down in the bowl game.
Yep, got a commitment. Heading south tomorrow. I-75. I heard Atlanta's a bear, and they said when you get to Atlanta, just bring your patience.
Driving down.
Yep, driving. Got to have the car down there. And free throw is good. Josh Going just got back from New York a couple weeks ago, right before you went, William, and flew up there and going to make the trek down to Orlando. Got friends down there. Got some friends in Orlando, and going to see them. And
it's supposed to be 80 degrees, I believe, on game day.
80 degrees and sunny the next 4 or 5 days. Shot put up and in there for Pack. Kentucky and Penn State Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Citrus Bowl.
I'll be on the road to Las Vegas.
Yep, and when you get back from Vegas and I get back from Florida, we'll start having our Mingua beef turkey game of the week.
Continue the what has become a tradition here on PrepSpin.
Yep.
Every week we bring you one, sometimes two of the best games in the state.
Pelfrey couldn't get that free throw to go.
Mingua beef turkey game of the week. Nothing like it.
Pelfrey got the second free throw. 63-43. Lex Cath by 20. To the basket, Atkinson hangs right side, won't go. Stuck back up and in. Nice job there by Pack. He's got 6 points here in the second half. Tommy does, and it's 63-45. Is it a little bit too late for Franklin County? Probably.
Yeah,
pass to Bryce Scott. He hangs, misses, rebounded, and Courtney throws a long pass to Stivers. He's to the basket, lays it up, rolls off, and boy, Stivers can't believe that.
Yeah, he just got upset at himself.
That would have been his 20th point.
Franklin County's had a really good second half. You know, you gotta, if you're Coach Wise, you gotta be happy with their second half performance.
Particularly their fourth quarter. The third quarter, not so much.
Yeah.
63-45, and Franklin County puts it in play, and Courtney goes way out to Zyshawn Atkinson. Zyshawn. He's going to make our all-name team. Pack out top, and that shot wouldn't go for Cox. And we're going to have jump ball called as Jackson Smith was tied up. Possession to Lex Catholic. 1:26 to go in this one, William. Franklin County and Lexington Catholic. And The Knights in the white, Franklin County in the blue, and Franklin County. There goes Stivers out of the ball game with 18 points.
Got one more game coming up tonight. Now, it's on the pay-per-view channel that Lexington Catholic has at gocatholic.net. You're going to get University Heights, and they will be taking on – who are they playing tonight? Let me pull up this bracket, and I'll tell you. University Heights will be taking on Cooper.
That'd be a good ball game. I like Cooper in that one.
Yeah, Cooper should win that game.
Minute 22 to go in this ball game. Lexington Catholic and Franklin County, 11th region battle here. You know, we're going to have these battles throughout the season before we get that regional at EKU this year, William.
Yep.
Almost a steal, and Hardy, and he flies into the table over there at midcourt. That's Samari Lee, excuse me, Lee battling out there. .64 seconds to go in the game. Down to 1 minute now. Ben Johnson gets it up over to Pelfrey. And Smith. Ben Johnson knocks it down. 23 now for Ben.
23, matching
23
LeBron James jersey.
Yep, 23 points.
Or Michael Jordan, depending on what decade you grew up in.
Mari Lee. In the corner, go to Metter. Metter, ball knocked away, and Lexington Catholic's got it. 30 seconds, and Ben Johnson in backcourt.
Impressive win tonight for Catholic.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they're going to beat a good Franklin County, a team that came in with 7 winning record, Franklin County, and they're going to beat them pretty convincingly.
Yeah. Very, very good win.
So, big 11th region win for the Knights. They move on. They will play Newport tomorrow night. Ben Johnson at the free throw stripe, and it rolls off.
I'd definitely go back into practice and shoot some free throws. But other than that, Lexington Catholic's put together a really good game tonight, and they went deep on the bench. That's pretty impressive.
Johnson with 24 points. He hits a second when he goes to the bench with those 24. So 24 for Johnson. 23 seconds left in this game. Zach Cox gives it back to Amir Lee. Back to Cox. Penetrates. Gives it now to Pack. And back tapped and tapped out there by Peyton Pelfrey. Pelfrey just tapped out. About 9 seconds to go in this game, and Lexington Catholic's up 21, 66-45. Down low it goes now to Cox. And there's Pack's 3. And Metter on the right side throws it up, in and out. And that's going to do it. The final, Lexington Catholic 66, Franklin County 45 here at the Traditional Bank Holiday Classic at Lexington Catholic. Really, Lexington Catholic from the get-go was impressive. They scored 66 points. That's enough to win by 21, 66-45 over Franklin County, who drops to 7-6 on the season, and Lexington Catholic with their 5th win of the season.
Yeah, big win tonight for Lexington Catholic. Again, we thought it was going to be a coin toss to start this one out. But Lexington Catholic come out, and again, they went deep on the bench, and they delivered tonight. You know, big win for Lexington Catholic. Different looking team, Lexington Catholic, right now than what we saw in pre-holiday tournament.
They're coming on. Lexington Catholic's coming. Well, stay with PrepSpin. They have the next game on pay-per-view. It'll be University Heights and Cooper, and then they'll have the games tomorrow here from the Lexington Catholic tournament. And the final score here, 66-45. Lexington Catholic wins it over Franklin County. For William Warfield, the King of Stream. For Corey Rayner, Gary Ball, so long from Lexington Catholic.